Wines and Spirits homebrew video. Seems a bit laggy today. Sometimes the phone does you bolting, doesn't it? So anyway, for those who've been following, and it is laggy, isn't it? St. Peter's Honey Porter, Honey Flavour Porter Kit. It's made by Montons for St. Peter's, and it's a traditional English porter with a sweet honey taste and aroma. The approximate is 4.5%. Now, I added, with this, you don't need to add any sugar. It's a 2-tin kit. I think I added 2 or maybe 3 bags of sugar. I think it might have been 2 actually. I got it up to 1080, the starting gravity. The end gravity was 1010, so it's done well. I then also added a litre of honey bourbon, like Jack Daniels type stuff, into it. So I've just barreled it up. I am going to add sugar for secondary fermentation, but before I add sugar, I'm going to do a first taste. I've not tasted it or anything like that. So I'm going to have a small glass because it's a bit early in the day to be drinking big glasses. And see where it goes really, see what it tastes like. And bearing in mind that it's finished the initial fermentation. The secondary fermentation is to basically gas it up, which is why you add sugar after. So it basically gases it up, so it fizzes it up, basically, that sort of thing. Busy day today. I'm doing loads of stuff, trying to return my beer room back to some normality, and do an updated beer room intro video. But I can't do that until I've got it sorted, and it's such an absolute hole in there at the moment. It is what it is, isn't it, you know? Right, let's pour it out. So I'm not going to show you the pouring because it's coming out of the barrel. And like I say, it's a tad early in the day to be drinking beer. So lovely black pour on this, slightly off, just a slightly off white head. Bearing in mind, like I say, it needs the sugar to go into it. So I'm going to add, it's usually a teaspoon of sugar per litre. So I'm going to add 21 teaspoons of sugar to it, give it a stir, and then start bottling up and then labelling up. Labelling's an absolute nightmare. I'm going to restart my phone in a minute after this video. Sometimes you have to do it with these videos, and it does do your bolting. So, on the nose, big honey on the nose, and the honey will be coming from the honey porter as well as the bourbon that's been added. And they're playing around with these kits. It's only 20 quid for this kit, so playing around with it is you can't see it anyway. Yeah, playing around with it's a great thing. You know, it makes for an interesting experiment. Obviously, you know, if you can't, you know, if you haven't got the money to play around, then stick to the instructions and don't mess about. So, bear in mind, it does need the secondary fermentation. Ooh. Oh dear, oh dear. That's really bloody nice, that is. Now, so the initial gravity was 1080. I haven't got a calculator on me at the moment. I'm using my phone for the thing. 1080 is the initial gravity. We went down to 1010. Factor in the fact that I've added a litre of 40% honey bourbon, and whatever that turns out to be is whatever the strength is. Is it somewhere like 12 or 13%? Wow, you can feel it. I can feel it massively straight away. big, boozy. God, that's got some on it. That really has got some on it. Some spilt on me earlier. I tasted it and I wasn't overly impressed when I first tasted it. I thought, bloody hell. But now I'm much happier. Apart from the fact the phone's laggy as hell, which is doing me nothing. It's been a balmy weekend. It's really been balmy. You know, for everyone who's new, thank you for joining us. It's a great community we've got, and Wraggys tap room's coming later, and I'm going to use my Chromebook for Wraggys tap room and get it plugged in, and then use my phone for the internet, so it goes into my phone. Yeah, I feel that's the best way of doing that. Wow, this is really nice. So did the experiment work? Yes. It brewed for quite a while. If you go back in my homebrew videos, you will see homebrew playlist. You will see the day one and what I did. But that's turned out top notch. That has top notch. Does it compare with commercial? The only porter actually does compare with commercial. It's a very good kit. I'm looking forward to seeing reviews of it, because some of these bottles will be being handed out to a few people on the channel. I'm trying to save some for beer reviewers. Certain beer reviewers that are coming to Nottingham in October, and try and save one of each of the little bottles, just so they can take one home and do some reviews and slag it off, or actually praise it. It's going to be interesting. Some reviewing a Wraggy beer, not Wraggy's Golden Ale, obviously. I'm still looking for the wait and see. I haven't seen much on the internet about it, see what they thought of it. It'd be interesting to get a bit of feedback, see what people think. Obviously, me reviewing it, it's kind of, you try and be unbiased, but the whole thing about drinking my own beer, it does make it makes it very difficult to do a totally unbiased review. Anyway, to say it's a tad early in the day, that's turned out absolutely bob on, that has. Would I drink it again? Well, I'm going to be doing, because I've got 40 pints of it. Is it strong? Yes. Is it full of honey? Yes. It's not overly thick on the mouth. That's a stunning honey bourbon porter. Wow. And it just shows you how, you know, you can play around with kits. And out of 5, if I was going to rate it against other homebrew, I'd give it a good 4.5. Yeah, a good. And that's straight away. We could have a really top-notch beer on the hands when it secondary ferments. Right, thank you everyone for watching and commenting, liking, subscribing and all that. And we'll see you again soon. Well, actually, you'll see me again in a bit, because my projects today are in the garden, getting the garden sorted, getting this bloody beer room tidied up, and that, and the octave room as well, and getting things nicely set up, ready for going in the hot tub this afternoon, as you do. Thank you for watching. See you soon, everyone. Cheers.